All right. We are here, you guys. I was just typing you guys a message. We had the whole countdown running through and then went into an intro and realized we didn't go live yet.
Take two.
But
Action.
we are here. We are here, you guys. This is Bearded Vice Live. My name is Dan C. This is the mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
Hot. Real hot. We don't have AC at our house right now. I'm working on that. I got something lined up for Monday. But we're going to get out of town anyways and maybe go and enjoy some cooler communities, worlds, island maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, it's and I always get flack for this, guys. I always get flack for this when I say it's hot. And everyone in chat, thank you, Eric with an A, for that member. 6 months, that's crazy.
He must have signed up right away and
yeah. Eric is a day one member, truly a day one member.
He keeps messaging me, hey, when's the mayor sticker coming? I'm like, Eric, it's not my, it is what it is, buddy.
And I always get flack for this on my Instagram stories, and anytime I say it here, and when we say it's hot. Hot is relative to your normal, right? For us, it is 95 degrees air temperature today and a heat index of 104 with thick humidity. It literally, Sam said, it felt like we're going through like margarine. Like it is so thick outside. It is so ridiculously hot. It's hot. In the mayor, what would be a mayor's building called?
City Hall.
The City Hall is out of air conditioning right now.
It's
going to get installed, but the hottest day I can remember, the mayor had no air conditioning.
Yeah, my employees are worthless around City Hall right now, for sure.
Travis worked outside doing cement laying or blacktop laying for like 11 hours today. And he's in Michigan.
Yeah,
so,
okay, that's crazy.
Whew. And then also super cool, Miss Melissa Kate, I posted on my Instagram story, she did a really cool like digital art mock-up of Sam and I. Just surprised me with it probably 20 minutes ago, which was really, really cool.
Wow.
So
cool.
Shout out to Yelena and anybody that's local. Stay hydrated out there, you guys. More than ever, important to drink your water. But speaking of drinking things, we're going to go over our traditions on this show and then tell you guys what the meat and potatoes, no pun intended, is of what we do here. So, Mayor, what are our two traditions that we have on Bearded Vice Live?
Well, traditionally, we enjoy a beverage of the Mountain Dew variety. We go into Code Red some nights, traditional sometimes. Sometimes we get Sundrop or other things sent in by our viewers, which we love, especially when it's like a regional thing
Exactly.
you can't get. But tonight, so we do the Mountain Dew, and tonight we are doing, you want to show them?
Oh, yeah.
Little Baja Blast in the bottle. Little bottle Baja Blast, which is kind of new. We were talking right before we got on here. That was an exclusive at Taco Bell for years. And we also, while we have our sugary sweet dessert, which it is. It's
a treat for us.
Right?
Yep. I went to B-Dubs today and did not get pop. I got a water. Do you know what it's like to eat hot wings without a pop when you've done that your entire life? Sam was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nope, I can't do it.
We also like to eat our meat snacks, all right? So jerkies, links, whatever you got, regional, local. Tonight we're going with this is a long-standing tradition on Bearded Vice Live. The classic Hunter's sausage from Dearborn, hot variety. It just treats you right, treats us right. It just goes so well with Mountain Dew. You know how sometimes things are just matched up nicely. Yin and yang.
So good. No, I will not come to Florida right now. No, even if you paid if you paid for a trip, I would. But other than that, I'm not. But hey, hello to everybody out there. Daniel C, Sean P, Travis T, Jay, Tony, Todd over in Michigan, missing the snow, Mr. Moderator, good friend Doug Salone, Ellie, Bearded Fisher, everybody, hello. And then I know somebody came in and said I think it was Reagan, said that he just had to hit the thumbs up. Hey, we appreciate that. We know you guys have work, you got busy lives, you got summer vacations and stuff. We totally get that. We appreciate any second that we get of your guys' time. So thank you so much for popping in here. Favorite teacher duo.
Riley.
Oh, stop. You're our favorite.
She was helping out. Owen dropped 5 seconds on one of his races, and he gave a lot of credit to Riley, probably.
Yeah, Riley. You're our favorite swimmer. Don't tell Owen. Don't tell Owen that. So, welcome everybody. Hey, drop in the chat. What was the high temperature of your location today? I'm curious to see. No exaggeration. And I want temp, not heat index. For us, it was 95 degrees. Do you know on Tuesday next week when we get back, it's going to be 94?
Whoa.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
94 when
Wow.
we get back. So
My air
yes.
conditioning should be cooking.
Oh
by
yeah.
then.
So let's see the high temperature outside. All right, not inside, not anything, like outside. Natural temperature 109. You would have to clarify where you're at with that one. That one's wild. Phoenix, I can see that, Justin. I can see in Phoenix there. But where are you guys at with your temperature today? It is a wild like heat stroke across the world. Really, 84 in Hawaii? Does it like stay at that?
No high. The lows and the highs don't exist.
Wow.
It's chill.
That sounds fantastic. That's fantastic. That's at work. That doesn't count. We gotta have outside. I want to know the temperature where you live. Ooh, 71. That's nice. That's real nice.
98 in Fresno, 100 in upstate New York.
Woo-hoo. Really, Chris? You guys hit a hundo over there? That's crazy, man. Yeah, 90 feeling like 96. Yep, we got a heat advisory for 104 with the heat index in our city. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot.
I think my
99.
family's going to be sleeping in the basement tonight. It's cool in the basement.
And you guys have a really nice basement.
We do.
So, yeah, the basement is always cool.
COVID ward for all of us through the times.
Slash studio.
Places, oh, yeah.
Do you get the studio to sleep?
I might.
That'd be cool.
I can lock the door and do whatever I want in there.
True.
And I got a window if I take it off.
True. There you go.
Good thinking. Get out of there, Owen.
Get out of the studio. All right. Midwinter in SA. Where we talk 55 degrees Fahrenheit? Huh? Where?
So that'd be the South America,
Oh, South. Okay.
right? South Africa.
South Africa. Yeah, I think we're talking South Africa maybe there. All right. Nice. Well, good. Yeah, it's hot here. All right, Mayor. How's that Baja hitting?
Everything is just hitting really
Just
well.
perfectly.
It's just meant to be. Yeah, it's perfect.
While I start this and I start this, and we do have our advice, you guys. We have some great updates. We got some great help that we need from you guys to give to people. Mayor, in just over 24 hours, because it's not even like Friday doesn't even really count.
Basically.
Yeah. So in about a day from now, Mayor, tell the people where we're going, what's going on, and anything you can add there. What's up, Daniel?
So Dan and I are taking our wives, or they're taking us, doesn't matter, and we're gonna fly.
Sam's taking me.
Sam's taking you. Okay, we're
She
going.
paid for it.
All right, nice. Was it? That's amazing. You hear that, Betsy? You gotta make some mayor shirts or something.
She literally did.
That's awesome. We are going to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, not Mexico, like I thought for about half the time we have it scheduled. I just wasn't really zooming in on what we were doing. I knew we were doing something, and that's kind of how this whole trip is for us.
Yeah.
Sam's kind of took the lead on figuring out where we are. For the most part, I kind of just copied whatever she did when I reserved our stuff for the most part. And it's well needed. When we're going to celebrate, this guy's wrapping up his teaching career, starting his influencer career. Because, Riley, Riley said two favorite teachers. I think she can always say that, right? Because in her mind, in your world, you are always, you're a teacher. I don't know, it's weird though. It's kind of weird coming over tonight and like we go drive by our school and like seeing that, but it feels right. It doesn't. I don't really think about it that much. I like my moments.
I drive by our school every day. It's not an exaggeration. I go, see ya, suckers, every day.
That's nice when Owen says to it, and he should be grateful because he could be a lot worse, but he doesn't have that perspective.
Yeah. Yep. So we're excited. Just give them a quick breakdown on like the resort and anything we're looking forward to.
Yeah, Justin, I don't know if it's a tan yet. I was just at the pool today trying to avoid the heat. I did get some sun. My face lotion now has a little SPF in it, so we're trying not to burn anymore. I don't know how.
Yeah, you're way darker than me.
Yeah,
that's trouble.
That's
for
just
me.
from the beach today, or if not the beach today, from
Pool.
You know what it was? Probably the swimming last night. 4 hours in the sun over at Flushing.
True.
Not a tree to be seen. No shade at all.
Oh.
No good shade, no bad shade, no our buddy shade, nothing.
Do not miss that. Our buddy Shade. What up, Shade, if he's in here? Yeah, I don't miss that at all. And this is, Mayor.
The combo. The combo.
The Mayor hit the spot. This is perfect. This is what I needed, guys. It is a crazy time. Any companies out there, any content creators out there, anybody in the beard world, and even consumers to kind of keep this perspective, The beard industry is an industry of peaks and valleys. Please understand that. We are going on a real down peak right now. Beards take a big hit as it gets warmer out because there's a lot of people that get frustrated with the humidity. There's a lot of people that don't like the heat, so they get rid of their beards. What do they do when they get rid of their beards? They stop watching videos, they stop joining live streams, they stop buying beard products. So it can be a tough time for content creators, it can be a tough time for companies, especially if they're full-time and their livelihood depends on it. And couple that with the economy being as bad as it has been for a very long time. It's kind of a down point right now. Gas prices, everything kind of going into this. It's one of the lowest lows I've seen in the beard industry, and I would argue most industries right now. We're not unique, but we get that compounded heat where it really goes down. Companies, content creators know that this will pass. We will have the fall soon. We will have No Shave November with a whole plethora of new facial hair, newbies coming in, wanting to learn, wanting to try products. The economy will get better. We will be okay. I just want to make sure you guys know that. Also, if you're a consumer and you have the ability to support those companies, especially that depend on this, it really can go a long way right now because there are some companies really struggling, whether they say that outwardly or not. But again, hopefully you have planned for that. Hopefully you have known that that's coming. I am an analytics junkie. I watch my numbers like an absolute hawk. I could tell you how many subs I gained yesterday. I could tell you how many subs I gained last Thursday. I could tell you that we're at 43 million minutes watched on the channel right now. You ask a stat, I can tell you my watch time from the video today. It really, it takes a lot to like understand numbers going down right now, being like, hey, I feel like I'm better than ever, but it's like, it's the season. It's the time, it's the peaks and valleys, and I know we have companies, I know we have creators out there. This will pass. Just keep that in mind, you guys. Keep doing what the right thing is, keep staying true to yourself, and all will be good.
I've always found that in doing this, usually I was either getting better on camera, I was getting more comfortable with you, we were innovating, we were adding tech, we were doing a summer series that was something different, we were always finding, maybe you're getting some social reward rather than financial reward. If you look hard enough, and you're not leaning on it for everything, which is not, you know, you can't.
The word we use for that is value. Right. There is value in these months, whether you're a company, whether you're a creator, whether you're a consumer, there is value. So just understand that. And yeah, beards they're definitely not a trend, but they are seasonal. Not this community, not the ones that are dedicated and love it. When we look at the market as a whole, it is 100% seasonal. If you don't believe me, I would share my views or watch time or any numbers of the channel. It goes like this. And it just continues to go with the ups and downs. So
I just look at it like practice time for me. And for companies, it's time to get, what are you going to offer in the fall? What are you going to do? Like, I mean, I don't know. I can't get into that mindset for companies. I know there's a lot more to it than that. But like for me, it's all about where am I going to make gains at this point.
And if you are somebody that complains about not having enough time to do this or that, hey, you got no excuses now. If you're not making products, selling products, you can get it going. So final statement here, you guys. Final statement right now. Yeah, networking, absolutely, exactly. Hey, Beard Laws, he's in here to network. Just kidding. What's up, Matt? Final statement. Companies, creators, these seasonal downs, they will pass. We'll be okay. And that can go for anybody. If you're out there and you're struggling because of the economy right now, it will pass. If you got a new job, it will get better, right? I promise you that. Reach out if you guys ever need anything. Okay. You ready to get this popping? Get this started, man? It's popping. It's popping. All right, guys. And with this show, please get involved. If you have feedback or advice to offer, drop that advice in the chat. And we always have the ability to have positive lens when we're giving advice. So just something to consider. And guys, we do have a segment for questions that it's literally open. It's probably going to take quite a while, which we love, where you can ask the mayor questions, you can ask me questions, just like the question JW has there. So if you have those, if you could save them. Otherwise, if you drop the comment, I'm probably going to star it and come back to it. But since we highlighted this one, we will honor this. Is someone capable of growing a thick, good-looking, medium-sized beard? Should they be able to grow one as long as yours, Dan? JW, no. There's really not a direct relation there. The main thing that comes into play when it's to growing a thick, long beard is your neck coverage. you have a medium beard, for example, let me see if I can show you guys here. Mayor, if you can lift your neck up. The mare's
Every time I
neckline.
do this, I get burned. I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay.
The mare's neckline is natural. He does not shave his neckline. He does not trim his neckline, but his is relatively high. His neckline is pretty high up. I, on the other hand, I don't have a neckline. Mine connects to my chest hair. It's one full vest. It literally is. I'm not gonna fully show you guys, but I don't have much room under mine. If the mayor went for a long beard, he would have an amazing medium beard. But if it got longer, he would experience transparency because his neckline doesn't go down as far. So the neckline really determines how thick your beard can be at a long distance. Most people do not have the neckline to have this thick of a beard. I can admit that. Now, did I work for this? Did I learn? No, this was natural. This was given to me by my parents. So, great question, but no, not necessarily related on those ones. So yeah, love that question. I might write that down as a little idea because I know where I can spin that. And somebody said last week, and I'll kick it to the mayor. Somebody said last week, I love seeing the creative process at work. This is a fantastic question that I've never actually heard asked. So thank you for asking that.
So guys, as Dan's getting that jotted down, this is Beard Advice Live. If you are ever interested or ever have a question to ask, you're gonna hit us. You're gonna just send a little bit of an email with a couple highlight questions on it to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We like to have those. Send in a front picture, a side picture. We like to show those. We've also lately been taking a lot of questions during the show. So as Dan said earlier, if you have a question that you feel like we are skipping over you or whatever, more than likely he's starring it in the chat, and that means that we'll come back to it and we'll hit it. And I love that. Yes, you can ask Dan questions, but I particularly love the mayor questions. We're going to get a little bit more of those if you're maybe a medium beard guy, short beard guy. Love to do that. I can talk to you about head hair. I can do all that stuff. Yeah, whatever. Beard Advice Live. Definitely one of the things we've learned with this show is that tying into your head hair and how does it connect and all that is a big part. Or do we go bald and bearded too? We talk about that quite a bit.
Absolutely. It is a huge part of what we do here. And speaking of that, nobody has commented yet, so shame on you guys. Just kidding. But I do have a fresh new little cut here. This was a tag team duo of Sam C and myself. I wanted to have that clear separation, but a couple of adjustments I made since the Chucky trim. I did not go bald here. I didn't like the baldness. And I wanted to have a more drastic difference between my head hair and here. Chucky did an amazing job of blending it like seamlessly. I like to make a statement. I don't know why it is. Someone mentioned Peaky Blinders earlier. It's kind of like that, where I like to have this part thicker than down here. And I think we did a pretty good job. I may adjust it tomorrow at a spot or two. It's kind of like a beard trim. I recommend trimming over the course of 3 days. Thank you, Ellie. But yeah, so definitely makes a huge difference. And we are going on vacation, so we both had to get kind of freshed up on everything.
Mine was the beard. I just took a little bit of weight off the beard. Today, out on the back porch.
And if you guys do ask questions, I have them starred. We will revisit them at about halfway through the show. Corey seems like he has a super important message here. Sorry I'm late. A cat peed in my mother's electrical outlet and it sparked out. I've never read that sentence in my life. Nearly caught her house on fire. Going to change out her sockets tomorrow.
You know what I want to know?
Wow.
How's the cat? Did it jump the electrical?
Did it go through the stream?
Don't pee on the electrical line on the subway. Don't pee on that. Thank you for the electrical fence.
Thank you for the neck explanation. My neckline is similar to the mayor's, and my long beard looked awful. That's exactly why, Leo. Unfortunately, that's nature's battle. Nothing you can do about that one. And it is super important to know what you have and rock what you got. Right, you don't want to force a square peg into a round hole. And thank you for giving that feedback. Thank you for giving that feedback. Shave size, yeah, that's been nice, Rob. I can't pull that off, but you do it really, really well. I want to see some glorious beards. Let's do this. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Clover. All right, you ready, Mayor?
Yep.
Let's get fancy. Oh,
This is Zachary. If you have any advice that you all think I am doing wrong, please let me know. I do shower 2 times a week because I don't work in an environment that I sweat a lot or get dirty.
Okay.
I shower 2 baths a day.
Every day?
Every day.
Dang.
Right
Experts?
after the workout, and then almost every day.
Wow. Most people beyond the beard experts would say that is not best practice, Mayor.
But I don't always get my hair even wet.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
All right.
I just sit back, relax,
Nice.
do my thing, my rituals, my routines.
So I gave my 3 kids baths today, and normally my oldest 2 don't take baths, but Jax has a broken arm again, and did you see his elbows broke too?
Yes. In fact, I missed it, and Betsy's like, "Did you?" I miss everything, man.
And so he had to take a bath, but Maddox, my oldest, also took a bath because they got these Pokemon bath balls from their Aunt Maggie, or bath bombs, and they have like little Pokemon in there, and I felt like the mayor. Tariq, it's actually pinned as the top comment, and I will put it down at the bottom. And I don't think we've actually said this, you guys. If you guys don't mind, there's about 30 of you that have forgotten. Please hit a thumbs up on the video at this time. Sincerely appreciated.
Does help.
Sincerely appreciated.
It's one of those things that you're not making big money. You can get some thumbs up. Get
Truly.
some positive reinforcement.
Truly.
Tell the algorithm that we're
You don't
cool.
have to spend a dime to support. It is absolutely free. And Mark Brown, I'm sorry there was chaos earlier. I missed your super chat, so thank you so much. Thank you so much on that one, Mark. You are absolutely amazing. And the email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Beardadvicelive@gmail.com.
That's
Absolutely.
really worked out well. You know, we kind of just, when we put this show together, we just kind of just jumped into what we did with school kind of, and it's really been a good system. We've gotten pretty good at it.
Absolutely.
I love that.
All right.
So Zach, just general tips. Showers twice a week, not sweating a lot, not doing a ton. So when we hear that somebody showers a couple times a week, that's not a bad sign. Usually what we think of is natural oils. That they're going to be, is that a little bit less than we should be washing our beard more? I mean, as a guy who does it so much, I guess you got to do you, right? And know your situation.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any advice on that. I shower every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. I could not imagine it, so I'm just going to leave that. I don't have any experience. I don't have any knowledge on that one, so
overall advice,
we're not the spot for that. So we're going to give advice on the beard here. Zachary, if you wanted just straight up advice on the beard, it looks really good, man. It's nice and full. You got great coverage on the mustache, great style, great lines along the cheeks. Here would be my twofold advice that I would give to you, and it may not be your style, but this is what I would give to you as a friend. I would love to see you use some serious heat on the beard, and then I would love to see you have a transparency trim after the heat. For sure, a blow dryer here. Your sides and mustache are really well maintained, so there's not even much of a use for me personally with a heated brush. But get a blow dryer on there, and I have a feeling that once you straighten that out, we're gonna see a lot of transparency. I already kind of see it right now, and that it would be time for that transparency trim. But the thickness, the density is fantastic. You're gonna be in that medium, a little bit longer than the mayor's beard range, and then it's gonna grow back in stronger and fuller than ever. Now, you may be opposed to that style. You may be opposed to heat, totally understand, but that would be my advice. I think that you could really pull that off well. Use heat with a blow dryer. Afterwards, find out where that line of demarcation is at and do a transparency trim.
Agree. You can tell the strength of your beard is going to be lower right now. You're going to heat it down. It's going to stand out. You're going to see the body of that beard like Dan's talking about. You're going to trim up to that, and then you can continue to grow. Like, we're not saying that you give up on however long you want your beard to be. We're just saying, let's look good, dial it in while we're going. Mustache is a star. Your mustache looks really well taken care of. Keep doing that with that. And I think that overall look is going to be rounded off and better with what Dan said with the heat. Bring it down. Touch it up with a little bit of transparency trim.
Yep.
And you're going to be happy.
Absolutely. And Sarah is exactly right. Heat plus tension equals direction.
She's killing it tonight.
Sarah's always on point. Yeah, she's so good. Kevin, shout out, man. And Sam's right. Some heat can get that beard to lay down if that's what you're going for, right? We didn't have a lot to work with the advice. And exactly like Ellie said, it just needs to be tamed if that's something that you want. So a transparency trim will make your beard grow in thicker. Great question, Dave. Let me address this one because it was related to that slide. A transparency trim has absolutely no effect on your growth. Your growth happens from your face. The trim happens from the bottom. What happens with trimming a beard is it gives it the appearance of more fullness, of more density, because different hairs on your face grow at different rates. So the hairs that are along your jawline are gonna grow faster than the hairs at the top of your cheek for everybody. It's gonna grow faster than the hairs by your Adam's apple for everybody. So when you're growing it all out, those hairs are gonna start to grow faster than the other ones. And as you trim those away and it starts to grow in together, eventually it's gonna be a thicker, fuller beard. But it isn't actually anything that has to do with the true growth. It's just what you do. And then I'll kick to the mayor. Mayor, what is a transparency trim? And if you guys search Dan C. Bearded transparency trims, I will have actual showcased examples for you. But in words, what would it be?
Basically, in order to adjust for the hairs that grow faster from whatever areas of your body and that create like a see-through on a shirt, what we do is we kind of we look at the body of your beard, maybe take an inch, half an inch. We're talking longer than mine. We're talking, maybe not as long as Dan's, but you do transparency trims once in a while.
Yep.
Because they just don't grow. So you even it out. It gives the body of the beard a better look and just overall intentionality as you're growing to your greatest length that you want.
Yep. Sam Kilda here. Transparency trim is where you trim your beard where the hair is thinner. Where the hair thins out, trim it. It's very, very simple. And Tyreek, I don't think you were the one that we were just showing there because you asked about the email. Should you trim your neckline often or keep and let it grow? Tariq, that's going to depend on your goals and your beard. So when you send your picture into beardadvicelive@gmail.com, write that as your question. We cannot give you that advice unless we see you. But we will get you on the show next week. Most likely, we're going to be on vacation. We're going to be coming home Tuesday. We're going to have the show Wednesday.
Might be a little bit of a chill.
Yeah, but I thought about it. We will have the show fully ready to go. I'll stay up if we needed to. So we will make sure that we have it going. we will get it. I doubted it for a bit, but we got it going.
Yeah,
What's up, Daniel?
We can handle it, man.
Absolutely. What's up, Chris?
I'm actually doing Beyond Bearded from Punta Cana, and I'm doing my note cards. Doing cards, it keeps me organized.
Oh, cool.
Like little slides.
Cool. I didn't think that straightening the beard since it's always thinned me out, but before a trim. So Oliver, here's my advice on straightening your beard, styling your beard before you trim. Highly, passionately recommend that you trim your beard from the state in which you wear it. So if you wear your beard with heat like I do, trim from that. The only exception is do not use any solid products or trim a wet beard. So you don't want to trim it with balm, butter, or wax, and you want to wait until it's fully absorbed into your beard. The reason why is, let's say I don't trim. My beard's going to be bushed up here. It's going to be all cockeyed and messed up. If I trimmed from that point and then I straighten it, who knows what it's going to look like. So trim your beard from the way that you wear it. And that's it. It's very, very simple for how to trim your beard. And I'm passionate about that one because oftentimes barbers will say don't use any products, don't do anything to your beard, because they're used to trimming head hair. If the mayor doesn't do anything and wakes up with bedhead, he can go in there, they can shampoo it, they can comb it, and they can trim that hair. You can't do that with your beard. It's a different game. That's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching at my beard barber class August 7th at the Detroit Barber Expo.
And can we say that's why men have such a hard time with their beards? Because it's we don't study real hard anyways on our head hair, let alone our beard hair, and how much it just doesn't respond the way that our head hair does. We've lived this life. I know I'm talking while you type it.
I process
we
everything.
live this life of maybe greasing down our hair, making it not stick out, maybe just having it in place more so than the volume and the body that people are looking for in head hair now. So it doesn't always translate to our beards. Some of us now, I would say in this community, are probably better at our beards than we are at our head hair for sure.
Oh.
And maybe most of our grooming techniques.
Most, yeah, absolutely. There's no question there whatsoever. And I'm kind of like a lot of other people, like Clover says, I spend zero time in my head. It's just a number 2 all the way around. Yeah, I don't care much about this. at all either. It isn't a big deal to me.
Number one, I do. I like taking care of my hair.
Yeah, you do, but you kill it.
Number one trick I've learned for head hair is blow dry. It sounds serious. Hitting your beard already, hit your hair. It brushes easy, like so much, like it's so less frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it takes care of it. Huge difference.
Yep. And a lot has to do with your hair, like texture and style.
I was talking in the pool to the mom. It was me and the moms at the pool today. I was talking about, I didn't realize you get your hair wet. That's like, 40 minutes? And they're like, no, it's like an hour work to get their hair back. And then we were talking about blow dryers. So,
yeah.
I don't know. That's my life, man.
Jonathan, there are ways that you can help aid in that growth, but if you're a 13-year-old, no. Absolutely, there's nothing for a 13-year-old that will get you. He is a 13-year-old, so that will not go through. Are you saying don't put oil in your beard when you're about to trim? The key word there is about. No, you need to use oil. You need to go about your normal day, but it needs to be fully absorbed in. So, for example, if you put oil in your beard, you should not be trimming for a half hour, for an hour. You should wait till later in the day when your beard has fully settled and is fully dry and in place to do its thing. So, yep, that would be the best example that I can give there. All right, beautiful. Let's keep it going. And guys, I am saving your questions along the way. So if you drop a comment that we don't get to with the question, we've saved it, but also you'll be able to circle back again. Hey, Ryan, no doubt, man. This is a veteran of the show right here. It has been a long time no coming.
That's always nice. Old friends swinging by.
Yep. Nicholas, if you did, I probably start it. We try to get the questions that are on the topic that's going right now, but otherwise we'll get back to them. What's up, Coffee Talking Tech? Hello. Okay. Let's go through here. And guys, keep the questions coming. I'll do my best job to snag them as we go through.
This is Cody. What's up, Dancy and the mayor? I met the mayor of New York City the other day. How's my beard looking in the background? I'm on week 15 of my year. So I thought this was I don't actually know this mayor. I like to let them come to me, usually. Yeah. If I'm the guy, I already been the mayor.
They don't quite have the jurisdiction that you do, right? New York City, but that's all right. Or
the beard.
And guys, as we get to this one kind reminder here. We do not talk politics on this channel. We do not talk religion. We don't talk about anything that is controversial or divides us. We talk about beards, confidence, happiness, support, positivity. So if you have any political thoughts, affiliations, or feelings, just save them to yourself. Save them for your Facebook page. Just not here, please.
Literally the unpolitical mayor.
Yep.
Could be.
Yep. You are not unpolitical. You are the
everybody's mayor.
Yeah, the independent mayor.
All the parties.
Non-denominational
I'm just a
mayor.
party mayor. How about that?
All right, so let's take a look here. First off, super crispy picture. They got the blurred lens in the background, which that's kind of disrespectful to the beard, but I get it on this one.
But that's that special.
What's this?
Yeah.
Right, our background's blurry. Same thing here.
Well, I don't mind it here.
Dude, beard is looking fantastic, and thank you for what you do.
Yes.
Is this fire paramedic?
I don't know.
Cody, chat. We should know this, but I don't want to assume on this one. I know it's a first responder, but what are we looking at here? What kind of position? Oh, here's Cody right here. Cody, fire, paramedic, where's your bet?
And in the meantime, I'm just going to talk about the mayor's suit because it's a nice suit. That's the front, like that was like the Wolves of Wall Street look with the white collar and the French blue.
What's the thing called that goes under the tie knot?
Pin?
Yeah.
The pin, tie pin.
Tie pin?
Yeah,
okay.
And there's all sorts of kinds of them. Did a whole show on it, maybe too many.
Okay, all right. So the New York City Department of Sanitation.
You have to have the Department of Sanitation. Everybody, that's like the unsung hero of anywhere.
Lots and lots of unsung heroes out there.
I think in the 70s and 80s they had a strike, or they've had strikes. And nobody notices. You notice real fast when that happens.
Well, there was a strike. I don't know if it was New York City, but in a city probably last year there was a really big one. It was piling up in the roads. Maybe Chicago. So yeah, could be. Very cool, Cody, man. I absolutely appreciate you sending this in and showing off here. And he says, to all my New York brothers and sisters, sanitation's filing period for the exam to become a sanitation worker is open now to the end of the month. Okay, there we go. There you go. Cody, I heard they are hiring. You are confirmed.
Look at you guys.
Confirmed.
All right, this is an update from Hunter. Sweet. Hey, Dan and Mayor. I took your advice and I wanted to give an update. I really appreciate it. We like these updates, guys.
We love updates. Boom! And this Do you remember when this entry was?
Last week.
Last week. And I think I saw Hunter in the chat right now. Awesome Hunter. Hunter, I think, was a little bit apprehensive to send in. He had a buddy kind of nudge him to send in, and he finally did. And super nice. Our advice last week was we love the different colors. We love the look, but just a little cleanup pretty much all the way around and separating the head hair from the beard. Dude.
Just that says a lot right there. I like how you flipped it side by side.
Always.
Yeah,
yep.
Good call.
Always. I like to see it
Good
on
edits.
spot. Clean bearded, right?
Just talk about happy. How happy, like just makes me happy. It makes me happy to see how somebody's rolling up on their side and they're seeing that view and you're like, yeah, you roll up any side. Come from behind. You're gonna get a great beard experience.
Yep. So when we talk about, how many videos could we roll into this one right here? So let's talk about one video. I did a video recently about making your beard look bigger by separating the hair from the beard, especially around the ear. Boom. Literally makes the beard look amazing. What's another video? Addition by subtraction.
I just think confidently bearded, like just the way you feel. Like today I trimmed up and I felt better. Like I was catching angles on the camera or whatever. Confidently bearded. When you bring it in and your game is tight, there's nothing like that in the world. We talk about, I think Sarah was saying confidence being the sexiest attribute that guys have. I think that's true.
Agreed.
And when we're rocking the ultimate beard, the ultimate face accessory is always going to be a beard. When you're doing that and it's good, there is not you are walking tall. It's huge.
Sometimes it just clicks, guys.
This is one of those shows. See,
bunch of those.
Again, this is a great example.
Value.
Value is not always in dollars and cents. Value is in relationships. Value is in experience. It's funny for me having started this show so long ago, and now people, this week 2 different people said, "Oh, you're the beard expert," and I said, "Well, I guess so, kind of. I've just been, listening to Dan these years, listening to the chat, hearing experiences. Yeah, we're on board, and I love it." All right, unfortunately, guys, I recently shaved it all off with Chris. I'm gonna start fresh, but not sure. Okay, well, Hunter, you know what? I'm Mayor's beard journey for a reason too. We all take these journeys, and I don't know if it's hot or what made you want to pop with that.
You got the connection there?
What's that?
Chris. So Chris is
yeah.
been on the show. Chris is also a member of our Facebook group. He thought he was going for a new job, thought he wanted to change, shaved his beard off. His kids cried. He instantly regretted it. He didn't go to the new job, but he's growing it back better than ever, and it sounds like Hunter is going with him. Hunter, now we have a good idea of what you can do on the growth. Go for this. You should be your own goal pitcher. That's a great thought there. What's your goal? Yourself. That's awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. Even if it was shortly lived, that is a great transformation. Dan is exactly right. Yep,
yeah,
absolutely right.
And I think that's going to be a picture you're going to keep, and you're going to go back and you're going to be like, do this again, please, because it is a great look.
Absolutely.
But it's all a journey. We live and we learn.
100%. I would have no regrets about shaving it, just growing back, knowing you're better than ever, healthier than ever, get some good oils going. Hey, man, it's going to be awesome.
And that's a big thing about us in this community is you can be gigantically bearded, or you could have just started over. You're part of this community. Regardless, you have value to add. You are always welcome in any of our live streams.
You could be a female that has no goals of having any facial hair. Any facial hair. Or if you do, go ahead.
Don't even like beards. You just like the community that Dan's created here. I can see that happening.
True story. They're in the chat right now. They don't have to say anything, but there was a female that I was talking to today that said, I started watching your streams because of my husband. Well, now he works nights. I still watch your streams by myself because of the positivity.
Hey.
What? That's absurd.
Find your positivity somewhere. Plug in and enjoy it.
It's absurd. It's so cool. So cool. Awesome. Thank you, Hunter.
All right, this is Dave. Dave was just seeking general advice.
All right, and we have had Dave on the show before. We've given some advice. He's done some trims and some updates. So, chat, was it Sam C? No, she doesn't watch my streams that often. She's normally sleeping or working or working out.
There's 3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids. That will do that to you for sure.
Boom.
So, chat, what do you guys think about Dave's beard, the bald and bearded? What do you think about any advice? Mary, you got anything that you would offer for Dave?
Only thing I would say when I saw this is I think he's recently done a transparent trim. I think that looks good. Continue to work on like when you're blow drying out the outsides, it kind of dips in a little bit, and we see that all the time with guys. But as you're doing a blowout or drying your beard, consider working on that volume, or maybe even getting to Dan's level of his little video he had a couple weeks ago about using that Aberlite to control those sideburns down. Would be just a next level, and then we'll call if there's belts, you got your purple belt, you're just going for your orange or whatever.
Cameron, welcome, man. Sam, that's so awesome. Liz is not the biggest fan of the beard, but loves the community when she gets to hang out. That's so cool. Sam and Liz works crazy hard. Another unsung hero is the restaurant business, right? We didn't even really realize how much we value and need restaurant workers until it became a more rare thing to have good service or fully staffed restaurants. So all the people out there that are busting their butt, managing, serving, bussing, hostessing, any of that.
Serving people.
Yeah,
it's serving.
In general.
Yeah.
So, man, thank you so much. And I agree with Ellie. Now, Dave, if you said, hey, man, what do you think about my beard? I would say it's amazing. I wouldn't touch a thing. But if you're like, Dan, I need some advice. I need to grow somewhere. I agree with Ellie. Grow the mustache. Let's see how big you can get that mustache. I think it would be the star of the show. And here's Miss Melissa Kate. That's me here for the positive vibes before bed. Y'all are great. That is so cool. So cool.
I'm honored.
And she's younger. Amazing, beautiful family. It's so cool. Bottom left, I wondered that, Scott. I think it might just be the way he's sitting or the beard lays.
Yeah.
I wouldn't read too much
I'm not
into
sure
that
if he's
one.
holding his left hand. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oliver is right. Advice? We should be asking advice for you. Absolutely. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? But that would be my final advice. I agree with the mayor. You can volumize that side a little bit, and then let's look to grow that mustache out as much as you can. Beautiful. Thank you, Dave. Okay. Questions. We do have a few saved, and if you guys have more, bring them on.
Get loaded, guys.
Yep. All right, go ahead, Mayor.
So if I grow my beard out with my high neckline, it will be like a shorter than my actual beard. If I grow my beard out with my high neckline, will it end up being shorter than my actual beard? I don't know, not so much that as like the transparency towards the body. I wouldn't say it's going to be shorter. It's just that you may not be thicker than a Snicker, as Dan likes to say here, and maybe you're going to have more transparency trims along the way.
And Dave said his mustache is going to get bigger. Awesome. Yeah, it's more about the transparency than anything. All right, I'm thinking about going back to the mayor's length. Should I take it down? And at what lengths for the guards? Tips from the mayor?
Okay, so
let's assume the answer is yes. Let's go ahead and say let's bring it down to the mayor. What advice for someone who has a longer beard than yours, bringing it back to your length and style?
So, for me, it's not so much about what guards you're using. In fact, I didn't use any on my trim today. I just kind of freewheeled it. I
never use guards either.
Feeling reckless. I just feel with the guards, I can't see what I'm doing. But again, that's a comfort level you have to get to. But in general, you're gonna go. Your longest hair on your beard is gonna be these front guys right here from the bottom lip. So you're gonna never touch that. And this is gonna be shorter to longer as you go up front. As you come in and you know, when I trim, my underneath is a big part, keeping that kind of like level and flat. So I use no guard, and I just kind of, I always have to come back twice to it, but I'll just kind of straight through, cut right back, and try to keep that even. And the side technique is a while. Like I probably do for a video on how I do it, but I haven't like. I don't know how to explain it 100% well, but like I tend to just get like really style my beard really well, and if I still have the flyaways, I kind of come down through that, take a little body off here, and then I work more from here, and really it's all about this.
All right, so summarized answer, someone going from big back to
what
you.
Links the guards?
No, just summarize. What would be your advice, someone cutting back to your beard? If you had to say elevator, they're getting off on the next floor. What is your
Go back
your pitch?
slowly. Go half as far as you think you want to go to.
Perfect.
Wear it like that for a while, and then maybe you can adjust back to that. Because, again, take all the time you need with the length, because once you take it off, you can't get it back.
Perfect.
Well, you can, but it doesn't, it takes a long time.
Mo, it is not. Mo.
Mo's here?
He is. He's a member, but he doesn't show up in green like the other members. Mo,
Has he changed?
No. He was on Most Next, and then he realized that he deleted it and came back to Mo Shark. Get YouTube on the phone. If you need to get Scuba on him, go ahead and do that. We got to figure that out. All right, Dan C, with the color of beard oil and butter different products, is it the carrier or the oils or the essential oils, fragrance oils? It's all the above. You have white beeswax and yellow beeswax. You have some butters that are white, some butters that are yellow. With oil, you have some carriers that are green. You have some carriers that are yellow, golden. You have some that are clear. And a big one that can change is the essential oils as well. A good example of that would be the Beard Baron. They use those clear glasses, and you can see literal different colors from like green to gold to reddish color. That's usually the essential oil. So Nicholas, all the above can change it.
Like Detroit uses the yellow wax. Okay.
Yep,
I
exactly.
never knew that. Good question.
Beard Octane uses white. Yep, exactly. And I do have a video breaking down the differences between yellow beeswax and white beeswax. Pretty interesting one. I am getting my beard trimmed tomorrow, actually by Barber. Should I not put any oil butter in before? So John, I know we discussed it, but to give just a super clear, concise answer, use oil, style it the way you always do, get it trimmed when it's dry, do not use any solid products. Boom. Okay.
Easy. Best product for a slicked back style, I think.
So you're saying, how do you get your hair like that?
Well, best product for a slick back style is a pomade. But a pomade is like almost greaser level, like to your skin. I don't actually use that very often. Beard Octane has a good one. But this is the clay, the firm clay, texturing clay. And then you can also do like a cream.
Who's that one from?
Beard Octane. And then there's a cream also. A cream is just going to give it a little bit more shine than a clay. A clay is more about volume and hold, whereas a cream is volume, hold, and a little bit of shininess. And I think that's, actually I have the cream in, so that might look a little bit more slick back.
Okay. Is it possible for the beard neckline to grow further with age? Yes, absolutely, Cedric. It's not as common, but yes, it can lower up until your late 30s and early 40s. If you hit 50, that neckline is not going anywhere, unfortunately. But until you're about your early 40s, it can change. Not sure if it's cool to ask in chat question. Normally we don't take specific recommendations, but this one's pretty clear cut and simple. Do you recommend a beard oil with a heavier, thicker viscosity? Dustin, Artius Man is going to be the thickest one you've ever looked at or imagined. Fable is pretty thick, and then another good option would be a Whiskey and Hardtack, which is medium thick. So those are going to be your three, kind of going down in that order. Artius Man, Fable, then Whiskey and Hardtack.
Mayor, how often do you do a maintenance trim? I would say on average every 1.5 months, like I would do something like I did today. But it really just depends. I can fidget around. Dan will test and say, dude, you messed with it more than that. Lately, I haven't messed with it. I kind of was just writing it in, but I wanted to get. You got some plans this summer, but I wanted to get like a nice little just dialed in thing before I just kind of be done with it for a while. We are. 1.5 months is about the general rule of thumb. During the school year, a lot of my beard life has been with masks, so I probably was a little bit lax on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Sam.
Long answer.
David, what would be a nice cheek length as far as millimeter guard size? So, David, I would say that most people have a natural like blend that happens with their cheeks. I don't think I would recommend almost anybody going with a guard on their cheeks. More so, kind of let it be a part of it. The only way is if you have like a real short beard, or if you want to, and if you're talking millimeters, like I hope you know how small millimeters are, right? That's teeny tiny.
When he's talking, see, that's the thing. I was talking to some face product guy. We were talking about face products.
Yeah.
And what do we beard guys consider our face? Because these are our cheeks, right?
Yep.
But would you, if you were...
Well, it's all our face. Why do you ask that?
I was just wondering, is he talking about his cheeks, like is he saying this or up here, like the little stragglers?
I would assume that he's talking about his beard, because you wouldn't use a guard on stragglers.
I was gonna say that would be like the little razor.
Yeah, I if you're talking about stragglers, nobody should do anything with that other than just trim them, shave them, or not trim them, shave them, line them up. I'm assuming he's talking about right here. So for that, I would say your cheeks probably naturally blend themselves. So just clean up that line if you want to clean it up, and then let those bad boys kind of do their own thing.
And it's a slow growth area for most beards, so proceed with caution in that area.
Right. It's if you make a mistake, it's not going to come back as quickly, but it's short, so it does come back without kind of the biggest inconvenience that they have. All right, guys, I'm working back on questions now. Is beard conditioner absolutely necessary? Currently using LCW daily, but only use oil and butter after. Daniel, it's not necessary. I would say the longer your beard gets, the more noticeable the impact is. Here are the purposes of beard conditioner. To, number one, detangle your beard. Number two, soften your beard. Then number three, it can restore the pH level after like a stripping wash. Do you need conditioner to have the healthiest beard possible? No, not necessarily. I could not imagine going without in-shower conditioner, though. Absolutely could not imagine it. So I would say the longer your beard gets, the more important it gets. But to answer, no. It's not 100% necessary. Gonna read that. Leo always adds some good.
Most guards are less than an inch. If you want your beard longer than an inch past your jaw, trim without guards, freehand. Trim only to transparency in the outliners. Absolutely right.
Thank you, Leo. All right, Mayor, this is yours. And the mayor gets passionate about this one, guys, so step back, proceed with caution here, Mayor.
Look out, guys. Here I come. How long do you trim your soul patch? I don't. It's so infrequently, that it was able to kind of make my beard, For a long time, these guys jutted out. I didn't know what to do with them. But that soul patch area is just key. It's the front door to my beard, at least. And especially when I'm talking, that's going to be your longest area. Some guys don't grow so well there. So you never want to trim, especially if you're covering up like spacing and things like that. So I don't touch it.
Nope, I don't either. Can't imagine. Actually, we do have a situation. Oliver, hold on to that question because we have a slide that is going to be directly about this at the end of the show. All right. And then following back up with Oliver, what is the latest blooming age to expect as full as you can get? Oliver, great question. I'm going to go zoomed in on you here. So your beard's potential has to do with two main things. How much DHT you are producing in your body. That is the male hormone that is creating testosterone. It's the thing that gives us chest hair, deep voices, and many other male attributes. It comes from the male reproductive organs. Now, it's not only about how much DHT you have in your system, it's also how sensitive you are to that DHT. And the more you have of it, the more sensitive you are of it, you're gonna have a better beard and you're gonna have worse head hair. That's why think about when guys start to fully bald. What is the ages? Usually into your late 30s and early 40s is when it really starts to kick in. It's the same exact thing for your beard. If you want to look up, Doug, if you could link this one, man, that would be amazing. If you search Dancy Bearded, do beards get better with age? I have a video that I attach peer-reviewed scientific journals on that. So to answer really clearly, what's the latest? I would say 45 years old. That's when you are going to hit your maximum beard peak. Then after that, it just stays amazing. It just kind of goes through some changes. So yeah, great question. I love that kind of like science end of things. It's super interesting once we start getting into the weeds.
And we've learned as we continue to do this show, like there's research that's come out. Like I'm always learning from you.
Yep. There's, oh man, I just filmed a video on new Harvard research. Goodness gracious, it's amazing. Just wait, you guys. What's the longest a soul patch can get? It's different for everybody. That comes down to that terminal length thing. Most of us will probably never know. So yeah.
The variable with a soul patch is how much hair you're growing out of that area.
Yeah.
Essentially more so than how long.
Yep. For sure. After you wash your beard with wash, do you condition right after or the next day? So Kevin, great question. And I have talked about evolving and changing. I do not co-wash at all. I actually was thinking about this today, and I made a video that said like my updated wash routine. And I used to have co-wash days, which is the idea of using a conditioner by itself. I do not co-wash anymore. I made a video explaining my new routine. I'm actually going as far as I think about it, as I study it. I don't recommend co-washing for anyone. I don't think it has a purpose or a place. I really don't. Specifically when we're talking beards. I believe that I may have to make a very hard dedicated video to that because I don't see the purpose of it. So Kevin, after I wash my beard, there's only one of two outcomes. I will follow it with a conditioner or I won't. The next day, I almost always rinse. The only exception would be is if I get dirty or sweaty, then I'll follow up with another wash. So if I'm going to use a conditioner, it is always after a wash. Always.
Clean, cool rinse on that conditioner is going to give you the best feel from it. And I'm very similar with Dan. Like I condition, then I just wash, then I condition, then I don't wash at all. Like just rinse.
Yep. DHT, yeah, it's truly, Mark, you probably do, and you have a super full beard. I would bet a lot of money that you're in the top 5% of DHT. Vado, so I still have hope at 37? Literally scientifically proven, Vado, you do still have hope for a better one. Thank you, Doug, so much, man. Thank you. I was not able to grow a full beard until I hit 48. Perfect, Donald. Thank you so much, man. Great experience and advice.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's different to a point, right? You're not going to grow your best beard at 70. If you do, here would be the one kind of exception to all this. If you're doing something very unhealthy for your body and you're not able to grow a beard, it's not because of DHT. It's not because of your age. It's because of what you're doing, right? Let's say you're doing hardcore drugs that are attacking and poisoning your body. Or if you have something like a very, very, very bad addiction to alcohol, that's going to impact your beard growth. If you remove those unhealthy habits and your beard starts flourishing, that didn't have to do with your body's potential. It had to do with what you were doing to the beard. So there can be some other small variables there.
Your beard is like your body's flag. The better you take care of it, the higher it flies.
100%. I call it the List-Smith. I always hate saying that word, but the List-Smith test. If you want to see how healthy somebody is, look at their hair and nails. That will tell the entire story. And there's reasons behind it that I talk about in a video. The problem with working ahead on videos is I get super excited about them.
I know, and you just want to show that's content creator torture.
Holding in excitement.
Yes.
We have news to tell you guys.
There's so many.
We have news to tell you guys that we can't tell yet.
There's things that are going to happen in the next month. Crazy.
Things. And it's
multiple.
Not, people blow stuff up, things, you guys. So that is one of the hardest things is when you get excited and you can't share it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. It
makes it better when you do finally.
Yeah. All right. I have before. Do you recommend I ask for certain advice this time? So Cedric was asking, Oliver, all the questions you asked tonight, send in, dude. If you want to ask if we think you should go back to the mayor's beard,
show us.
We got to see. Yeah, we got to see. Doesn't a co-wash have almost the same purpose as a conditioner? Greg, a co-wash is a conditioner.
Just used alone.
Yep, I did make a video on that. There is no such thing as a conditioning wash in the beard world. What I mean by that is there is nothing that will wash and condition your beard. It's not scientifically possible. It cannot happen. Not to be confused with something like LCW from Beard Octane that says lathering, conditioning, wash. Oh, I hate the English language because that conditioning is conditioning like an oil and a butter, not like a conditioner. And I do have a video on that as well. So yes, a co-wash is just a marketing term for a conditioner, or it's the act, the verb of using a conditioner by itself.
Let me go just a level deeper than you even know about. I was working with one of the companies I work with on their promotional material.
Yep.
They were talking about their argument was all beard products. Oil is a conditioning product.
Yeah.
And
it is.
In a general, it is. It's changing the condition but that's not how we use it in this community.
So, and it's not even that. It's not even the reference to changing the condition of your beard. There are literally two meanings of conditioning. And I made the video that showed, thumbnail shows a leave-in conditioner and a butter. A butter will advertise that it will condition your beard. A leave-in conditioner will advertise that it will condition your beard. Do those two products feel the same? No, vastly different because there's two different. It's so frustrating. I hate when you start teaching and imagine teaching English to an English as a second learn. No. I saw a post the other day that said, imagine teaching English or learning English as a second language and getting to the word yeah.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Because you're not kidding.
Yes. So and this is exactly what I'm talking about there. LCW is a beard wash The conditioning aspect of it is like an oil or a butter, not like a conditioner. I seriously hate, and there's nothing we can do about it, right? It's not like, let's change the industry because there are two definitions of conditioner. It's so frustrating. I seriously hate the English language
All we can
sometimes.
go with is what we use. And, we have a conditioner as a product, so we need to be careful,
Yep.
And kind of that holds, to me, we're talking about beard conditioner, we're talking about the thing you use after you wash
Correct.
your beard.
The other things can condition, but not like that.
Right.
Leo, I got the impression that co-wash came from ethnic female hair care, also known as natural hair care, yes. Without regard to ethnicity or sex, hair is not beard, so I doubt the value of co-washing beards. Ding, ding. Leo, if I had a sound effect that said ding, 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 I agree. There are so many things that are applicable when we learn about head hair as compared to beards, because that's where all the research is. But there are so many things that are not. And we have to use common sense when we apply certain values to them, right? And you are exactly correct here that term did come from natural hair care. And they have things like LOC method. If you don't know what that is, don't even worry about it. But some of you do because you have wives and girlfriends and you've heard of LOC. Yes, Leo, this was a perfectly worded comment here. Perfectly worded comment. I stopped co-washing some time ago. My beard doesn't need it. Thought it may be due to a longer beard. No, Joe, I think it just no beard needs it. I would say shorter beards are less are going to be even worse off co-washing than a longer beard.
I would feel like it would feel dirty.
You have more of a chance to get it to the skin. You have more of a chance to have that filmy, which you would say is dirty. Exactly. So yes, man, you guys are amazing. Okay, so hopefully that got to you there, Greg. Doug pinned a video where I explained why I don't co-wash anymore. My routine's very simple. I go every other day, wash, rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse. On my wash days, sometimes I follow up with a conditioner. How do I know? I just feel it out. If I feel like I need it, by running my fingers through, if I run my fingers through my beard in the shower and it gets like stuck, I use the conditioner. If it goes through and feels amazing, I don't use the conditioner. It's that simple. So I'm gonna have to circle back and bring this to a video topic for sure. Absolutely. Co-wash is a play on conditioner. Yes, exactly. And I'm guilty of that. I used to have a product called Command Co-Wash. Why? Because it sounds cool. But it's no longer called that. So yes, I am guilty of that.
It's a collab.
The Command Co-Wash collab. So I shouldn't be using LCW on the skin of my face. You should. LCW is a beard wash. Now, if you're asking about the skin
Like
on the
here?
other portions, if it works for you, it's fine.
It's very gentle.
Yeah. Yep.
RDS has an actual true face wash that I use and swear by.
And there is a huge difference. Usually the common denominator in a difference of a beard wash and a face wash is the percentage of salicylic acid. That's the active ingredient that gets in your pores and breaks things up. Horrible for
oil.
What's that?
Breaks up the oil and
Yeah,
stuff. Okay.
exactly. Horrible for your beard. Really good for your face. I actually use like a medical grade on my face. So it's big. Like if you guys go to like a spa, you can buy face washes that have a higher salicylic acid content ratio as compared to one you can buy in the store. So yes, man, you guys got great questions on here. What's a retired scent that you could bring back? I don't know. I don't think too much. And this is honest. I don't think too much in the past. I just love what we have here. Your beard grows 2 times faster than the average male, Dan. What about your nails? Oh yeah, Oliver, my nails grow.
This cat has claws.
I don't.
No, but he would.
Trimming them every 2 days? No, it's constant. I don't like white on my fingernails. You will never see white.
That's so funny because I'm the same.
Yeah. I never have white on my fingernails.
I hate the feeling.
I don't like it at all. So
I wonder if there's something there, some way, like
something
a
to it.
thing.
Yeah. I don't grow much hairs in the middle of my mustache, but I notice very small black hair starting to grow. Yep. Mm-hmm. Those are called Vellus hairs, Cedric. That means it's like the beginning stages of a new hair growth cycle. They're probably going to shed. It may come back again and do the same thing a couple of times, but that's the beginning stages of you getting those fully grown hairs. What are your thoughts on organic coconut oil as beard oil? David, it would be one of the worst oils you can use by itself because organic coconut oil has these things called long chain fatty acids. Now, what is that? When you get coconut oil, it's kind of like a semi-solid like consistency to it. That's going to give you a high chance of clogging your pores. It usually comes in at a 4 or a 5 on the co-metagenic scale rating, which is how likely it is to clog your pores. If you're only going to use one oil, hemp seed oil is the best one to use. But I would highly recommend using a well-balanced blend. You can probably get a bottle of Honest Amish cheaper than you could get coconut oil. So just something to consider there if you're on a budget. The only exception, if you get sweaty or gimmicky, wash what Doug said. If one needs a beard wash, oh man. All right, so in the stores, we have good options for oil. We have Honest Amish. We have Goodfellas. We have My Butter and Balm at Rite Aid. You have a bunch of things. The wash is really tough. There's not a lot of good options. There's only 2 that come to, or actually 3. Goodfellas has a wash now at Target. Get that one if you can. Great stuff. A really stripping one, but a solid option is the Shea Moisture beard wash. It's usually in the like African American section. And then the third one would be, if you can find it at Target, the Beard brand White Line. Those would be the only ones. There's not much. Do not use Cremo. Do not use Bulldog. Do not use Maestro's.
Other lotion, face lotion.
Yeah, none of those things. Yep. Great question.
Where's Grave Before Shave available? Is that
not
an order?
Usually
order.
Like local grocery stores in their area, but Amazon, yeah, but not in store. When using leave-in conditioner, should you use it in the morning after oil or at night after butter? Neither, Robert. Doug, if you could link this one, my Beard Octane, if you just look up like Dancy Bearded leave-in conditioner, I show the whole process. Robert, you want to use it at night, after a warm shower, no oil, no butter. That's the one exception to after a shower. And I wouldn't recommend it any more than once or twice a month. And the mayor's with me here, I've all but cut it out in my system.
I tried 4 for this product trial I was doing, and I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a couple of weeks of recovery to get my beard back.
If I can just say it, butter's better. It just is better. One time I used the Hubs beard wash on my hair, definitely not meant for head hair. I learned my lesson. There you go. They are different worlds, for sure.
Yeah, I probably took all the product. Wow.
Top Hat is a great scent in Florida.
Hey.
There you go. With Beard Octane.
A lot of summer love for Top Hat.
It does have some good summer feel to it. I could absolutely see that. Absolutely. Doug, you mentioned RDS. What are your thoughts on their beard wash? It is, we talked about this last week. Yep. It's between stripping and daily. It's not our favorite.
It's not the one I use regularly. I love some other stuff from RDS.
Love RDS.
Yep.
But we just don't really use their beard wash for that pretty much exact reason. Brisk has a good oil, but not their wash. Yep. Everyman Jack. Oh, good call, Sam. If you're looking for a super stripping wash, Everyman Jack has a good stripping one, but very stripping. Oh yeah, Duke Cannon has a good wash too. Hey, thank you guys for adding in on this. Yep, Duke Cannon.
Yeah, that one was good.
Their wash is good. Their oil is one of the worst I've ever used. Yep, their oil is one of the worst I've ever used there.
Well, very high lather, if I recall, in their wash.
And if you are really in a pinch, I made a video on this one too. A good natural baby shampoo can be used as a beard wash. Do not get Johnson & Johnson baby wash. Do not get any baby wash that is based in mineral oil. You want to get something that is natural. I think I used Shea Moisture actually, if I remember correctly. Shea Moisture makes one. Burt's Bees makes one. There's a couple that are out there. So, man, great questions. And we're about caught up and ready to get back to the next one. Thank you guys for those, man. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Love those. All right, so I'm going to write one down here.
All right, this is Dan. I decided to grow out a beard 2 to 3 months ago on a whim. I never thought I had the potential to grow a decent beard, but so far, it's promising. It's a bit thinner and patchier on the left side, unfortunately, but I suppose with time and more growth, I can even it out with a trim. These pics are just with oil in. I don't quite know what my intimate beard goals are, but I'm a physician, so I'll be wearing a mask a lot, and we'll have to consider what length the beard can be maintained as professional. I'd like to eventually be able to see how it looks at 3 to 4 inches if I get there. So far, I have the sideburns blended in, but they did it uneven. I guess I just let it grow. Is there a time where a little cleanup trim would be of value? I tend to have some stays, but I don't want to slow the end game down by trimming it.
Okay, all right. Let me hold that thought, guys. Let me answer a couple quick questions here that people hit us with on the end. All right, Chris, take care, man. Keep growing that bad boy back. BABC is an affiliate of mine. I have a discount code. Love that company. To piggyback off your second question, their beard wash. So they have two different washes. Their beard wash is very stripping. It's my favorite and only stripping liquid wash I recommend. I used it yesterday, I think. Love it. The smell is amazing. It's like peppermint, eucalyptus. It's so good. Their oil, their butter, everything is fantastic from that company. Their conditioner is all natural, really, really good as well. So no, have no worries about that company, man. Really, really, really good. Hey, thank you, Devin. Appreciate that. If you had a beard company, would you make your scents based on what you thought smelled good? Both, Tyler, for sure. You can't just do what you like. You got to reach all the markets. Otherwise, I would just have like a citrus and mint company. I'm sure Dr. Bronner's is a really good baby soap. I don't know much about that product specifically, but that's a really good company. What are the ingredients in a beard bar soap? Daniel, that is a wonderfully complicated question there. Not one that would be able to answer in any easy way. If you sleep on your left side, yep, 100%, Michael. If you look up like uneven beard growth, I have a video, and that's one of the main reasons is for doing that. What do you recommend using after stripping your beard? A good conditioner. Yep, a good conditioner is usually a great follow-up.
Over.
Exactly. All right, let's check out Dan here, and then we'll come back and so let it grow. He is a physician, and so he wants to kind of keep that in mind as we go through. Boom. That is a stylish beard. Looks great. Awesome, Dan. And I know Dan's in the chat too. He commented today, I think, and he was like, you've seen an uptick in your analytics. I believe I've watched 100 videos in the last few days, and he was 100% serious on that. And here he is, right? He said, I watched that video this week, but it's the opposite side issue I have. I sleep on the right side, and the left is thinner. Dan, it could be just natural, man. There are some people. Yep. So how your beard grows and your head hair and everything is actually kind of crazy. It's called crown growing. Your hair starts growing above your ear on one side, and then it grows around your head, literally around your head. It's a wild kind of growth pattern. And then you have weird spots like babies are born. Oftentimes they kind of go back to being babies when you're older, if you have ever noticed that. And you'll see babies like my daughter Violet. When she grew, her hair was the thinnest on top and on one side because it was growing in that way. It's the weirdest thing. I guarantee when she's older, it's going to do the same thing. So if you go over all those kind of like options from that video and you still don't know why, it's probably just your natural growth pattern. All right. Do we have any other keys that we want to hit on before we give some general advice? So he's looking for 3 to 4 inches, right?
I think he's... My message is going to be about like sweat and the imbalances and things like that. I would say, Dan, you're knocking on the door of a heated brush. You're not quite there for length, but I think if you can hold out a little longer and just kind of let things go without worrying too much about symmetry, you're going to be really, really happy with the result. You've got a good growth. You're going to let that soul patch get really long. And I don't know if you said 3 to 4 inches. I don't know if you're looking for something similar to what I've got. I would assume, if I'm assuming that, you're just getting close to the point where you're going to want to consider maybe putting like an Aberlite Pro or something on your list of things that you want, because you're going to want to start training that beard down. And it's coming. It's happening. You've got all the potential for whatever you want to do with your beard.
Yeah, I agree. If there is any unevenness, you are the only person seeing that. I couldn't tell you which side was your right or your left. Like,
and we just, I sent in a slight side and a front. That's what I picked to use because people don't look at our beards like we do to ourselves. So you're gonna notice an imbalance in everything, but no one else is. And it's what they're gonna notice is when you try to overcorrect and rebalance and make things happen that aren't there. You're in the growing phase for sure. And you've got another month, and then I think you're going to start using heat.
Yeah. Looks really good, man. You got great, as everyone's saying in the chat, you got great growth and great patterns coming in. So, man, as Mikey says, it's coming in. Not too much to do right now. Yep, I thought the mayor's advice was kind of spot on there. And I have a solid full beard that's totally gone white except the mustache, even though my head hair is relatively dark. Do you treat it differently? Dave, general healthy habits. One thing that you might want to look for in your rotation of beard oils is maybe go towards the thicker oils more often. I still believe in doing a medium in there. Still believe in doing a thin, especially a thin. But look for ones that have a little bit more castor oil, like we said earlier. The Artiest Man, the Fable, the Whiskey and Hardtack, those would be some really good options to be like your tried and true. And the quick reason behind that, your hair went white because it has lost that outer layer of protection. That pigment change, it means that you lost that layer. And so what the thicker oils will do will like mimic that natural layer, and it'll just help it style and feel and look a little bit better. But just general healthy habits, and you'll be good to go, man. Truly. Yeah, great question, though. Thank you so much. Have you ever seen an only white mustached beard? No? I don't think so.
I feel like it comes, the white usually comes from the bottom, and mustache should be last. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah, yep.
That'd be interesting.
Yep, for sure. And the white, actually, it's wild, can come from any point. You ever, once you start getting white, you can start seeing it like halfway through. It's freaky, for sure. All right, Dan, thank you for sending in. A physician. So the person who helped Jax today with his cast and everything is a physician.
Yes.
I'm not good with all my like terms and stuff. Is it a doctor? That's why. So, okay, so then you have like
an attorney as a lawyer. It's the same word for.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Dan. Because then you have like a physician's assistant that's not a doctor, but still
writes scripts, works underneath a doctor.
Pretty like there with the medical stuff. So awesome. All right, final question from Dan. Here you go, man.
Thanks a lot, everyone. I appreciate the positive feedback, encouragement. I'll definitely consider trying some of the heat next month or so. Would a blow dryer to some degree or joining an Aberlight? I think when you get to the length that I'm at, a blow dryer helps. The Aberlight is going to be your first step, I believe, in getting your beard hair to cooperate.
For sure. What's up, Steven? And I love this question by Oliver. If you guys feel comfortable sharing on this, what do you do for work? And we'll see kind of how spread out our interest is at here. Mayor, I'll let you start.
I am 4/5 a teacher and 1/5 a beard influencer.
Possibly with some new opportunities creeping way farther than that. Did you accept the one?
I haven't heard back. We're still dancing.
Because that will change that ratio in an exciting way.
That's different. That's out of this world a little bit,
that's
right?
Content creation, yeah,
I know.
just in general. It's
amazing. Which thing you're talking about? I thought you were talking about the head hair stuff.
No, I'm talking about
the other thing.
This stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that. You saw the first. I'm just messing around, but it's probably just kicking this weekend.
Because official?
I think so.
With the company?
Moving fast.
So you are no longer 4/5. That has moved the needle. That's awesome.
My mindset on how much money. Yeah, you're right.
It's amazing.
We'll leave that alone.
I am a full-time content creator. Pretty crazy to say, but I teach about beards. That's about it. So let's see what you guys got out there. We have seal coating and asphalt work. Ambulance driver teacher. Yes, you are. Home insurance agent. Nice. Security guard for a drug rehab facility. Oh, Michael, the stories you must have. My goodness. Prison maintenance. Whoo, you too. Man, I gotta get you guys. So I am starting, just so you guys know, hey, Ricky, man, thanks for the membership. I am starting a new series. It's gonna be a random days, random times interview series. I actually made a list I wanna show you after the show of people I'm gonna reach out to. I would love to have a prison maintenance person on to tell stories. I would love to have a security guard or a ambulance driver teacher. My goodness, do you guys sound interesting. What else do we have in here? Prison maintenance, live-in hotel manager. Wow. Handy house builder. Interesting. I'm an inventory specialist at a local Walgreens.
This is fascinating.
This is so cool. Middle school counselor. I knew that one.
We knew that one.
Absolutely. All right. Epoxy floors. Nice. I got my garage epoxied. Marcus, business system analyst IT for insurance company. I even know what insurance company he works for, but I'm not going to say. Family owned one. Super cool. I work in bait shops and do tournaments and make baits. That sounds like a passion that you probably love. Axe throwing coach and trained electrician.
Steve.
Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, yeah. But just like to say that out loud, that is amazing. Licensed alcohol and drug counselor. Wow. I thought you were going to say dealer, and that was going to take like a real strange twist, but that's amazing. Currently stay-at-home dad. That's amazing. Stay-at-home dad and graphic designer. I didn't know you did graphic design. Hey, and I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, hey, if I can add value, I do graphic design. Let me know if there's anything you need. I'm not good at asking for things. I'm not good at even knowing what I need. But if you guys ever have anything out there, you're like, this would be really cool for Dan. Hey, Bear knows this. I am open for all ideas. I will listen to anything. Not guarantee I'm going to use it,
right? But
I will openly listen to anything. I would assume there's times where you pitch an idea and you think I'm going to like slam it shut, but I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it.
And then I think things are like a lock, and and then you have a really good reason for that's
True. Yeah.
I get excited.
True.
That's me. I get carried away with things. You bring me back a lot of times. Is Sam like that with you? Like, is Sam getting carried away? I feel that vibe too. You're kind of bringing us both into our little world.
Way more than you. Like, yes. Hey, Mike, thank you so much. Get your kid something. Thank you. Medical assistant, Ford master technician. Wow, I have a lot of job security. That is hilarious. This is Oliver, thank you for asking this.
Check these out later.
Mailman, super cool. Navy, wow. Wow, this is so interesting. So interesting. This is going to be a mayor Instagram story question where you post every answer.
Avocado toast? Oh, no, what people do?
Yeah, you say, what do you do for a living as the question?
All right.
Because you haven't done one like that where you can share their answers.
I get nervous with those, man.
Well, you get to control what goes on.
Right, so I can just pop it back out if I like it, and if Eric's like, oh, I just like look at your pictures.
Kill bunnies,
right.
Yeah, you don't have to post it.
Eric, no offense.
Yep. That's amazing.
Answer in there.
Vehicle wraps, that's super interesting. Mayor, are you retiring what you do once you get to 4/5?
I have no plan. I mean, I don't take anything for granted on this ride, but if I can make it work for my family, of course.
I'm
going to do this.
It's a dream job.
Yeah, it's a dream job.
Dream job, so amazing. Retired nurse, very cool. If we didn't get to read yours, we will read these. These are super interesting. Thank you guys.
This is an update from Brandon. I went to a friend's barbershop and showed her some clips of Beard Advice Live and the advice that was given, and we went from there. I took about an inch or maybe a little more off the bottoms and sides. She also suggested angling my sideburns and dropping them down a little bit so that they weren't squared off. That's what I went with. Here are my updated pics with my results. Pretty happy with how it came out.
Eric's listening. Bunny killer.
That guy, he's fast on those emojis.
Love you, Eric. Too funny.
Let's hit him with a rabbit.
Yeah.
And,
a squirt gun. A squirt. Pew pew. A dreamer. Nice, Nick. All right, let's see what Brandon's got with his update here. Boom. Oh yeah. So this was last week. If you guys remember, this was one of the tough ones because he wanted Eric the Bunny Killer as his goal. But we liked the style version better for what he has, and we said maybe kind of merge something between them, and he, I think, crushed it.
The big thing for me was there's an inch less beard there, but you don't see it.
No.
And that's the beauty of transparency versus getting rid of it versus cutting back to the body of the beard.
And especially when you use heat, you get a little bit more length than when you don't use heat. Awesome, Brandon. Looks really, really good.
I love that he took the video in and talked it out with a why not, right, guys?
Yeah, super cool. It's your beard. It's your look. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be like shy or bashful with it, man. Looks awesome, Brandon. Thank you for sending in. Love the bald and bearded.
All right, this is Tony T. I'm just over 1 year into my beard and did my first trim. These pictures are taken at the end of the day without styling, blow drying. My goal is not decided, so I'm just going to keep growing until it bothers me or interferes with my job. Also, any tips or suggestions are appreciated.
Tony T. Tony's newish to the community, but has dove in feet first with both feet. Awesome, Tony. Looks cool. And Tony's been sending me updates like during the day, like this is what my beard looks like now. And then this is what my beard looks like after humidity and stuff. Tony, after the trim, love it. Star of this kind of show for me is how you pair your head hair, the haircut, with the beard. Immaculate, dude. Looks fantastic. I personally would not touch a thing. I think your trim was perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Not much to say except keep growing.
Yep. Thank you for sending in that update. Thank you for sending in the post trim, man. Legendary. And that head hair is slick, dude. Slick. Looks real nice.
This is Dakota M.
I think our last one, by the way, guys.
This is my second time sending in. I have a spot right under my lip where the hair still grows, but it is blonde and curls up into my mouth. Normally, I just cut it, but y'all think have any other advice? I have I have a pic of before I shave the hairs and after.
Okay. So open mind, Mayor.
Okay.
Open mind, chat. He is talking about his soul patch in that he has blonde hairs and they curl into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So he normally shaves them off. So he wants to know, hey, am I making the right decision? Do you have some other advice for me? What do you think? And I'm going to have you lead it off and give your honest thoughts, right? Whatever direction you want to go with. And in Dakota, beard looks great, man. This, like, how much more full it is and from here to here. Awesome. The mustache coming in thicker. But it's hard. I had to turn up the brightness on this to see. But you see these blonde hairs right here. They're light. They're sparse. And he says it bothers him because it goes up into his lip. And he's in here. All right, later, Nevitz. And he's here. Hey, Dakota. And so this is the after he shaved it. So what are your thoughts? And he is asking for advice. He's not saying this is what I did. He's saying, do you have any other advice for me? Do you think it's the right move? What do you got, Mayor?
Well, as I read through and listened to what you were saying, I thought I was going to immediately say you need to let it go because that's always of what I've said.
Right.
As I'm looking at this, it's a really good look either way. It doesn't, if it bothers you, then it's not super noticeable that you're taking those blondes off. That said, I am going to stick to my original advice. What I would say for you to do is to let them curl up. Maybe put a little heat on them to keep them down out of your mouth if it really bothers you. But try to let them go. Let them go because, you know, some of the coolest coloration, the stripes that we get from our beard come from that, like, under the lower lip chin area. And you never know what the potential is. There are ways, if they're curling up and they just look weird, maybe get a heated brush, maybe bring it down. A little oil, just learn how to deal with it. It's not gonna be perfect, but eventually gravity's gonna take over and bring those guys into place, and you never know what that look's gonna be. It could be amazing.
Truly, truly. And shout out to Tyler King real quick, said big fan, been following for about 2 weeks now, and your beard's already feeling better. Man, that's awesome. You got a lot of videos to catch up on, Tyler, so no sleep tonight. Get on it. Just kidding. Thank you. All right, fantastic feedback for the mayor. I'm going to read your guys' feedback and then kind of give my perspective on this one. We have grow back the soul patch and train the hairs. You can train with heat. You can train with wax. You got a couple of options you can do there. Why not clip them at the lip line? Okay, I'd stop trimming. Try a heated brush, a little balm, maybe some wax to it. Put some wax on there. My soul patch is similar. Let it grow. We're unanimous so far. I think you should grow them out. Mine are blonde and do the same thing. I use heat to keep them down. You could try taming it. Okay. Tame the hair with heat. All right. We got a lot of stop trimming and let it go. Okay. Dakota, do a small amount of balm in that area. From a guy that struggled bad on that for months, I promise it grows and falls down. It will add coverage. Boar's bristle brush, grow out. Hey, Venom. So it is unanimous. Across the board, everyone is saying growing it out.
Because we've all been there.
Here's my pitch.
All right.
I have never seen an example where I was like, hey, that actually doesn't look bad until now. I don't think this, if you showed me this, I would have had no idea that you shaved it.
Right.
Now, here's the benefit for you. When those hairs are blonde and those hairs are thin and you shave and trim them, it's not going to require a ton of maintenance, right? If those hairs were black, you would have to every day shave it. But since they are so little and they are so blonde, you can shave it and be good for a while. I think it looks fine. However, out of these two pictures in this area, which one looks better to me? Even the little bit of texture and color there looks better.
Brings the symmetry.
It just looks better. So if I could give you advice, I would say you're fine here. If it's the difference of keeping a beard and keeping your sanity, that's fine. Keep shaving it. No worries. No one will notice if you don't mention it. But I do think that you should try to grow it and train it. I think everybody's right in the chat, and I think it will benefit you there. So yeah, it looks really nice, man. Looks really, really nice. The style fits you well. Bigger is better too on yours, right? It really does look nice. Very cool. He says, thanks, guys. Hey, you're welcome, Dakota. And I think we did. We hit that last one there. And I saw a question that was a good one. I work at a cabinet shop and lately been tying my beard up with a hair tie to keep it out of the way of debris. Any advice on that potential damage? Lawton, as long as it's not too tight and it's not too restricting, you're going to be good. If there is damage, you're going to start to see it. If you try to style your beard the next day and you're like, it won't go back, it's kind of locked in that place, you damage the hairs. So don't do it too tightly. Don't do it too often. When you can avoid it, try to avoid it. But other than that, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal on those ones. All right. Hey, we're about to get out of here, but hey. On that one. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Ooh, nice little emoji on that one. That is awesome.
Chat.
What if you're Amish? Then that is a personal life decision, not a style decision. So I don't think our advice would have any weight on somebody that is Amish because they don't have a choice, right? That's what they do, to my knowledge. I don't know all the inner workings of the Amish or the Mennonites, even though we have a pretty solid population in northern Michigan.
My family's not far from that. Guys, thank you for being here tonight. We work on YouTube. We kind of live on Instagram, at Mayor's Beard Journey, at DNC Bearded. We're talking about when money's tight, you can always support us on our socials a little bit, and that kind of builds our brand for what we do.
Yep.
And we kind of play on TikTok, right? We're gonna play like this summer. We're messing with TikTok. You're still DNC Bearded. I'm still at Mayor's Beard Journey. We're goofing around, having a good time. I don't know. Consider checking us out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So next week's gonna look a little bit different on a couple of shows. Beyond Bearded, 9 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Gonna be live from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Command's Corner, gonna be live from the Dominican Republic. You don't know what you're gonna see. You don't know what the setting and the location's gonna be behind us. You gotta tune in to check it out. Spoiler, we don't know either. So we're excited to figure it out. Yeah, we might be by the pool, we might be in the room, who knows? We might have the wives with us. You gotta tune in, guys, you gotta find out. So Sunday 9 p.m., Monday 9 p.m., and we're going to be on vacation. We're going to enjoy it. I've never done a vacation like this. I've never had an all-inclusive resort. I've never actually flown to another country for a vacation.
All right, man. I'm excited to go through that trip with you because it is something different.
Crazy.
It's why.
Never with my family. Yeah. Never as an adult.
You've
never.
earned it, Dan.
So I'm excited. Shout out to my wife. Wanted to make sure you guys know she did buy this vacation for me. So I got to make sure I put that out there. She was like, make sure you acknowledge. I'm like, hey, all right, whatever works. If you guys want to buy a vacation, I would happily acknowledge you on that one. All right, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you all. We will see you on Sunday. Of course, I got a video dropping Friday, video dropping Sunday. I do have a pretty good video today, and so many of my videos are inspired by this show specifically and your questions and your comments. Today's video is one of those exact situations. So just want to say thank you guys, and we're about to get out of here. Enjoy your night. We'll talk to you soon.